with me, the visionary, the X Factor leader is with me, Mr. Varun Suri. Hey, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Bubble Chat. Today there's a sensational episode number 8 of Bubble Chat, and you know who's there with me? The dynamic, the dashing, the visionary, the X Factor leader is with me, Mr. Varun Suri. Welcome, Varun.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for having me. And thank you all for being there on Bubble Chat. Big salute to my people in the plants, people in the field, and of course, people in the office as well. Good to see you all.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, how are you feeling, Varun, on the hot seat today?
Oh, this seat is really hot. I never imagined.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Loving it.
That's amazing. So, you know, what I like about him, he is an X Factor. He's visionary, he's dynamic, he's a team player, he's a key player, and he's a game changer. Am I right?
I try, and we all do it together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. He's a great leader, and I really like all the qualities what he has, and I'm really honored to be the host of Bubble Chat. Can you provide me an overview of Morepen Labs Limited and its core business activities, and how is it different from others?
Oh wow. So first of all, I think the topic, as Madam mentioned, the joy of growing together. This topic is close to the senior management, close to me, and a lot of old members of the company. So when we were doing the Bubble Chat sessions had started, and I got an opportunity to speak, and I talked to Sushilji that I want to talk about this company vision and the company philosophy of joy of growing together. I was so humbled that Sushilji said you can take care of this topic, even though it is usually the most senior person who talks about this topic. But I was grateful that sir agreed that I can take care of this topic and discuss the joy of growing together with you guys, what it means to me, what it means to the management, what it means to each and every person in the field and in the plants and in the office. So I think it is a very, very emotional and very, very connected topic. So that's where this came about. And Morepen, as you know, is now almost 40 years. Next year we turn 40, and we have grown from one person's vision, late Mr. KB Suri, from his vision to 30 people's vision, then 300 people vision, and now it is 3,000 people vision and growing. And the beauty is that the joy of growing together, which was coined so many years back, still is so beautiful, is still so fresh, it still holds so much meaning and keeps growing. So I thought let's talk about the joy of growing together, because we have a lot of new people who have joined us in the last 5 years, 10 years, and of course we have a lot of people who are with us from maybe almost 38, 39 years. So I thought let's talk about the company's vision, company's divisions, all the different divisions that we have, the great things we have done, some weaknesses that we have, mistakes we have made, all the journey. So that's what Morepen is all about. It's not just one thing, but it is everyone and everything coming together, and we're all sitting here growing Morepen and growing ourselves as well.
That's amazing. Wow, I love it. So Varun, I want to ask that the joy of growing together, how this has come as a tagline of Morepen, and how the mother and child logo, and what is the concept behind the joy of growing together, and how is it connected with Morepen?
Sure. So yes, the joy of growing together, I guess when the company name was made, every company has a vision, every company has a philosophy. See, the DNA of everyone is same, 99.6%. Every human being has the same DNA, but everyone ends up in a different style, living in a different style, living in a different way. Everyone is unique, even though the DNA is very, very similar. So I thought, I was doing some research, going into the background of Morepen, and I saw how other companies have, started with a small vision, small philosophy. Google has their own philosophy, Microsoft has their own philosophy, for example, Tata's will have their own, Reliance will have their own. So yes, Morepen's philosophy is, when we coined the name Morepen and we came up with the vision of Morepen, it was very clear that it is not just for one person, it is not there to just make money. It is the joy of growing together. Mr. K.B. Suri, the late Mr. K.B. Suri, and even the management today, Sushil ji, Sanjay ji, everyone, the senior leaders, we still carry the same philosophy and the vision that we have to grow together. And we have to do it in a joyous way. We have to make it fun. We have to make it interesting for everyone. So it's not just that the company has to grow, not just that the management has to grow, but each and every human being of the company has to grow together and has to do it in a joyous way. So, it is not a Hitler rule, it is not, a totally fun and frolic, but it's the mixture of all these three things which come about. And the mother and child, there's nothing more special than a mother and a child bond. Even men realize that. It's not only that women can feel the bond, but even men, parents, family, everyone knows that there's nothing more beautiful than a mother and child. And how the child grows with the mother, how the mother, a lady becomes a mother and grows. That's what the whole journey is all about. And that's what companies are also all about. A lot of people who are not, having their own company, they never understand what a company is all about. But it's just like a family. It's just like a mother and child. There are no easy days, but the love and the relationship and the beauty is second to none. So I think that's what the company is all about and what the joy of growing together is all about.
So my next question to you is, what are the key factors that have contributed to the success and growth of Morepen?
I think the biggest factor has been the togetherness. As I mentioned, it started with one person, Mr. K.B. Suri. He started only with 17 rupees in his pocket. He was only 21 years old. So he had no money, he had no experience, very little experience, but he had the vision. He always used to think big, but there were people who associated with him, be it the partners who came about at that time, be it the family members who joined, be it the initial people who worked with Morepen, day in, day out. So it is a partnership, and Morepen has gone through a lot of tough times, maybe 3 or 4 times in the last 40 years. And it's the togetherness which is the most important, which has made what we are today, and that's what people respect. So people respect how we take our company along, how we take our people along, how we grow the people. There are so many examples how people have grown in the organization from a simple worker to a person now who's retired and his kids are studying abroad or who are having in multinational jobs. So it's a journey where everyone has come about to make this company happen, make Morepen happen, make it a 1500 crore company. So I think the togetherness has been the most important. And of course, it's a business organization, so it has to come with the growth. Without growth, we are all nothing, be it our personal growth, be it our company growth. But togetherness is what makes us different, makes us beautiful, and that's what now the 360 Connect is all about. We are chatting every week, we are chatting every month, we are learning from each other. I think there's nothing better than that, and we're all doing it with joy.
What strategies do you employ to support or encourage the growth of your team members?
Very, very interesting, very, very important. So see, first of all, it's very important for everyone to understand the company. So whenever I go to meet new people, we tell them about the company philosophy, we ask them to take risks. So my firm belief is on being a self-starter. So if you are working for yourself, if you are working for a company, you are working in any department, today in this fast-paced country, in this fast-paced environment, it's very, very important to be a self-starter. So earlier, when there was industrial age, you had to do just what your boss tells you and nothing else. You were not supposed to innovate, not supposed to, think outside the box. But at Morepen, if you have to grow, you have to be a self-starter. So at any position, from the lowest position to the highest position, everyone has to think outside the box, has to be very, very creative. because that will help not only the company but your own profile, your own growth, your own learning. So I think the most important aspect that I push people, literally push people and literally motivate people for growth in the company is being a self-starter, because that's when you end up using your brain. So I always tell people that if you have a physical job, like if you are in the plants or if you are in the sales, then always spend 30 minutes planning your work. So if you are in a physical environment, use your mind for half an hour every day. And if you are in a mental environment, if you are in the office environment, always keep yourself physically active, do good exercises, because the combination of mental and physical is very important. If you do that, your mind is creative and you become a self-starter, and you just don't carry your box every day to work. You come with a plan, you execute a plan, you fail in a plan, you try next day. So I think the most important from my point of view, my suggestion to everyone is to be a self-starter. No one is going to push you, no one pushed Virat Kohli, no one pushed Amitabh Bachchan, and no one is ever going to push you to your real potential. It's only you who knows your potential. We can only help you, we can guide you, we can support you as a team, as leaders. But being self-starter in Morepen is very, very important, very, very critical for anyone's growth. So be a self-starter.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I really like it. So how do you handle conflicts that may arise when individuals have different growth trajectories within the team?
Yes, it's very common. Someone wants to grow at a certain speed, someone wants to grow very fast, someone still wants to believe in the old-fashioned way of growing slowly, while some young people or some people, they have too much energy in them. So I think it is always up to the leaders to balance things out, to make sure that we are always excited, but we never lose the ground. So in Hindi, I always tell my people that Josh mein hosh mat kho. So we have to balance it out. So there always has to be someone who in a team who always tells you that no, we need to be careful about few things, and there have to be some people in the team who always say that you have to be thinking outside the box, you have to grow, you have to outthink the market, outthink the competition. So, and if one person can do both, balance it out, that's perfect. But whenever there is a conflict, there has to be counseling by the leaders who has to be there, that ultimately if the company is winning, you will win today or tomorrow. The learning never goes, you can never take the learning from anyone. So the stamp can be mine, stamp can be yours, stamp can be the company's, but the learning is with everyone. So we should not have egos in office, we should not have egos in the field or in the plant. And as long as the company is growing, your turn will come and you will be a winner. As long as you are committed, you are improvising, you are learning, relearning, and you are business oriented. So sometimes it's clash between idea versus business, or creativity versus growth. So it has to be a balance. We have seen in the world people who innovate too much, they also die, and companies who do not innovate at all, they also die. So it has to be a balance of innovation and keeping your feet on the ground. And that's what I tell my people whenever they are not agreeing to something or they have a conflict. They have to sort it out together. Ultimately, the company has to win. People will win for sure.
That's amazing. Wow. So somebody has written Ankir, so you are Guru Dronacharya for self-starter. Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. That's
Anikur. Thank you, Anikur. Eid Mubarak.
Okay, so Varun, my next, now people call him VS, yeah? Okay, nice. So VS, my next question to you is, how do you balance individual growth and collective growth within a team?
Very interesting. Individual versus the company growth. I think company growth is first, because company growth is month after month, quarter after quarter. We have to perform, we have to deliver the numbers, we have to deliver the targets. And if we are having that mindset to deliver those numbers, individual growth will happen. But on the side, I always tell my team members that if you are not growing every 3 to 4 years, if your rank is not changing, your designation is not changing, every 3 to 5 years, if your salary is not becoming double, that means either we are not giving justice to you or you are not giving your 100% to the company. So it's both ways. If company is not able to give you that growth, talk to your bosses, talk to your seniors, talk to the management, how we can help you grow up that ladder. And if you are not growing at the speed that company expects, and you are happy with the monotonous job or the same job, and you're not improvising, you're not learning, then of course the dawn wakes up. So I think it's mutual. So it's a lot of communication, lot of talking. If you do not talk about your problems, either way, the company does not talk to you about the problems, or you do not express your feelings about the growth that you want, no one wins. But if you talk, we thrash it out and we win.
Next question to you is, have you ever experienced setbacks or failure while trying to grow together, and how to overcome it?
Oh wow! So Morepen, I think, has, as you know, Morepen has beautiful brands. We are number one in glucometers, we are number one in thermometers, BP monitors, Loratadine, generic Loratadine, we are number one, Montelukast, Atorvastatin. So Morepen has had a lot of great successes. That is there written in history books, and we have great people with us who have literally given their life to us, who have given their day and night to us, and they continue to do so. But Morepen has had so many challenges. Morepen has had so many setbacks. Personally, I've had so many challenges, so many setbacks. But the learning stays with us. The learning stays with you. Learning stays with the company. Learning stays with me. So that learning helps you improve for the next level. So I think that's a given, that mistakes will happen, failures will happen, but as long as you learn from them, as long as you grow from them, as long as you don't take them personally, you are good. So yes, a lot of challenges I've faced. I've handled multiple divisions, from API to OTC to devices to grooming to pharma. And there is never a dull day. You learn every day. Even now I learn. And with these changing times, sometimes it used to take you 4 or 5 years to learn something. Today, you have your mobile phone, you have technology. The learnings are very fast. You are working 24/7. You're also enjoying. You are also taking care of yourself. Everything is possible. Just don't mind it. Enjoy the journey, and life will never be a bed of roses. I know the founder, Mr. Suri, he used to, get the production done during the day. Then he used to travel at night, come to Delhi, sell the product, come back the same night in the train. So his nights used to be in the trains, and his days used to be either selling or manufacturing. So we have grown from there, and we have seen from nothing to 3,000 people. So, and did he make mistakes? Yes, of course, he also made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but you move, you learn, and you don't take anything personally. And as long as you're together, it's actually even better, because together you're able to rebound faster, you're able to learn faster. Alone, you make mistake, you take it personally. Alone, you make a mistake, it's difficult to get out. But together, there is no stopping.
How can the joy of growing together inspire and empower individuals to take risks, step out of their comfort zones, and explore new possibilities?
Yes. So as a company, we are very, very clear. Our vision is growing together. Growth. Without growth, we are not. We are virtually not existing. Without togetherness, we do not feel good. We do not feel happy, and without joy, you can be excited, motivated by a morning thought for one day. So but all three put together, the world is behind us. This is the most beautiful company with, most interesting opportunities, with 5 different divisions, different businesses, different brands, a history of 40 years, a great team. We have B2B, B2C, we have plants, we have field, we have manufacturing, we have R&D. So there are no dearth of opportunities in Morepen. But if you follow these 3 philosophies, the 3 principles of growing together and how beautifully it has come about in the last 40 years, and for the next 40 years, it's going to remain the same. Joy, growing, togetherness. So if you embrace these three things, you are going to have good opportunities in Morepen, you will grow in Morepen, you will make money in Morepen, you will learn in Morepen, and you will enjoy the journey. So I think just माला जपने से तो भगवान नहीं मिलेंगे. So you have to work, you have to have bad days, you'll have to have good days, but we promise you as management, as senior people in the company, be it any division you come, these are the three things you have to remember, you have to follow, and it's going to be a fun ride, I promise.
Right, so next question to you is what role does effective communication and feedback play in nurturing the joy of growing together and enabling breakthrough moments?
Yes, in today's world, communication is very, 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 very important because world is changing so fast, competition is huge, growth targets are there, challenges are there, market environments change, but all this is only possible if the communication between everyone is great at all levels, at all in all divisions. If we communicate well, we reduce the time to grow, we reduce our mistakes. So, and if there is any input to be given, earlier we used to have 5-year goals, we used to have annual appraisals, but now we are talking of monthly trainings, monthly improvements or daily improvements, and that's what the world has come to. So it's not that it is something which we love to do, that you are regularly pushing people for improving themselves or pushing them to become better version of themselves the next day, but it's a necessity today. We are living in a very, very competitive environment, in India or even worldwide, be it any division we talk about. So you have to take inputs positively. You have to take inputs for yourself, you have to take inputs for your family, you have to grow with your learnings, and only then you can succeed in any division, in any environment today. So communication, taking inputs, taking feedbacks, asking for feedbacks. Don't just wait for feedbacks, also take feedbacks. Ask for feedbacks, that is what I always ask people, that don't be shy to give feedback and don't be shy to ask for feedbacks. That's very, very important if you really want to grow. If you keep avoiding feedbacks, or if you think, no, the feedback is not correct, it's not going to help. But I think the journey of togetherness starts with being open about yourself, about others. It's both ways.
What motivates you?
New products.
New products, okay. How do you stay so fit and young? What's the secret?
Little bit of exercise.
What's your food habit?
Lot of protein.
Okay. How do you handle stress?
If there is too much stress, I go to sleep. Otherwise, exercise helps a lot in stress because it's proven. And of course, some music. So yes, I use sleep, I use exercise, I use music, and of course the bad thing is sometimes junk food, but these are the 3-4 things. And if nothing else, the best actually is spending time with nature or spending time with kids.
Awesome. What inspires you?
I think what inspires me is giving back to the society, and also it's been researched also. Money is not everything. Some people without money can have a great life, can be having the best time of their life, but if you're giving back to the society, that is the best thing. No money can do that, no position can do that. So what I want to do, what I always try to do is not just work for myself, work for the company, but give back to the society, give back to the people I'm working with. So for me, always the biggest motivation is if my team is winning, if my people are growing, I will grow. So I always joke when I go to the meetings that your pocket should be filled with incentives और आपकी pocket इतने भर जाए पैसे से कि जो गिर जाए वो मेरा. So yes, what motivates me is growth of other people, success of other people, and that's lifelong. Money can come and go, money can be short term, and there is no end to money. But growth of other people is nothing beats that for me.
Beautiful. Wow. How do you handle failure?
Learn from the failure and try another failure.
Wow. Your favorite travel destination?
The beaches. I love the beaches. जहाँ पर भी beach हो, जहाँ पर भी sand हो, water हो. You don't have to wear warm clothes. You can be in your shorts. Even though I get tan a lot, but I love the beaches. And also, water is good for your mind. So if you stay close to water, if you observe water, it is very soothing.
Beautiful. How do you define success?
Success is a journey. I think that's the definition for me. You enjoy your today, you enjoy your tomorrow, you love your yesterday, you learn from your yesterday, you plan your today, you plan your future. That is success. It is not pure numbers. Numbers, of course, are must because we are a big, business organization. So performance is very, very important. But everyday learning, everyday enjoying, and that's what Morepen is all about. Joy, growing, and together. So for us, for me, the company is family, the family is the company is the friends. So yes, growing with a joy, with a smile, and doing it together, not just for one person, but thousands of people, that for me is success. And it can continue for years and years and years. The companies can continue for years. The philosophy of companies can continue for years. It is not a milestone. And same with families. Families can keep growing, outgrowing. So I think that's my way of explaining, or mantra of success, that it's a journey. Enjoy the journey, day in, day out. Live it, use it, grow with it. Just don't abuse it. Don't wake up the dawn.
Wow. बहुत बढ़िया.